Welcome to the Warcraft Recorder Setup Guide. In this video, I'm going to take you through all you need to know to get started with Warcraft Recorder. First things first, head over to warcraftrecorder.com and hit Download. From the list of files, select the executable ending in .exe and wait for the download to complete. Once the download is completed, click Open File. This will launch the Warcraft Recorder installer, which should take no longer than a minute to complete. Once Warcraft Recorder has started for the first time, it will look like this. You can always check in on the status icon in the bottom left-hand corner to see the current status of the application. We'll start in the Settings tab. Select the Settings cog to navigate there. The first thing we need to configure is a folder to store our videos in. Select any folder on a disk of your choosing and do so. Next, we'll set a maximum storage that Warcraft Recorder can use. Make sure that your disk has this space available, or you'll get a configuration error. Next up, we'll set the game modes that Warcraft Recorder should record. For each of these, we'll need to provide a path to the logs folder within the World of Warcraft installation. For demo purposes, I'm just going to set up Retail. While you're here, it's worth a skim through the other settings on this page. You might find some of them useful. If you're unsure what any mean, check out the info icon, which provides a description of each field. Once you're finished, head over to the Scene tab. Here, we'll see a preview of what the recording will look like, as well as a bunch of settings for configuring the underlying OBS scene. You may recognize some of these if you've used OBS before. Most of these settings work just fine on the defaults. However, to maximize performance, you almost certainly want to select a hardware encoder if you have one available. Likely, you also want to include speakers and a microphone in your recording, but your preference may vary. As before, it's worth a skim over these settings. You may wish to tweak some. You now need to install the appropriate combat logging add-on for your game mode. Links for these can be found on the setup page on warcraftrecorder.com as shown on screen. Manually enabling combat logging in-game may work in the majority of cases. However, some edge cases require the recommended add-on to do the right thing. Ensure that your combat logging add-on is actually enabled and check the config is suitable for your needs. Now that you're all set up, you can run a test using the test button in the bottom right hand corner of the application. Please note that this injects some fake combat log data. It doesn't test that you've correctly installed the combat logging add-on. If you run into problems, the Warcraft Recorder Discord server is the place to go. Here, you can find many resources, including announcements for all the most recent releases, an FAQ channel with the solution to many common problems, and various other text channels for chatting to users and developers. I hope you enjoy using Warcraft Recorder. Thanks for watching.